So welcome everyone to our annual Parent Empowerment Day. We're so glad that you are here with us today for the second day of our Parent Empowerment program. It's designed to empower parents and caregivers. Some of you who have joined us in previous years know that Parent Empowerment Day has traditionally been in person. We love seeing you all come together and being able to take time to connect with you. During this last year of uncertainty, we made it a point to ensure we were able to pivot this event and bring it to you, even if that meant virtually. This year's theme is I Am Enough. The day is all about you, so take advantage of it and enjoy the day. Crystal Stairs supports families and early childhood education year-round, and we want to dedicate this time to support you as individuals. You are enough, but we want you to say it. As you tune in from your living room, your kitchen, or your car, come on, say it with me. I am enough. Awesome. I hope you guys channel that same energy throughout today's presentation. Our annual Parent Empowerment Day is an element of our Parent Support Services program, also referred to as PSSP. The Parent Support Services program continues to evolve as the needs of our families change every day. This program focuses on providing support to parents as individuals. Self-care is the art of well-being. Parent Empowerment Day is a snippet of what our program offers. Stay tuned in the coming weeks as we roll out our Parent Support Services program offerings. We have an incredible opening speaker, inspiring and motivational workshops, a virtual resource garden, and amazing giveaways that include Disneyland tickets, Chromebooks, and an Apple Watch, just to name a few. We will be active throughout the event on social media, so we encourage you all to tag us on your pictures, whether that be on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Use the hashtag Parent Empowerment Day 2021 and hashtag PED ×2. Whoever posts the most pictures will have a chance to win a 4-pack of Disneyland tickets. So take lots of photos and make sure you tag us and hashtag those photos. At this time, I would like to take a moment to thank our Crystal Stairs board members and all of our sponsors for believing in our mission and investing in our families. A special appreciation to Union Bank, Win LA, Kaplan, Jackson Lewis, HealthNet, and USC Athletics Department. A virtual applause for all of our sponsors. At this time, I would like to present a short video introducing all 6 of our Crystal Stairs core program areas. These programs are available to you for free or at a low cost. Parent Empowerment Day focuses on you, but Crystal Stairs as an organization focuses on supporting the growth of healthy families year-round. Go ahead and cue the video, please.
Welcome parents, welcome providers to our Parent Empowerment Day. We're so happy to see you. We are excited. You're going to have a fun-filled day of educating and empowering yourself. I am LaShawna Grant. I'm the Assistant Director for the Head Start program here at Crystal Stairs, and I have lots of information to share with you. This year, Parent Support Services is taking PED to a virtual platform. Now we're going to talk about the 6 core programs here at Crystal Stairs. The Parent Support Services focuses on you as an individual, offering support to families and empowering parents every day. We focus on you as an individual and your path to self-sufficiency. This creates healthy families and healthy communities. Next, we're going to talk about another awesome program that Crystal Stairs offers, Community Voices. The Community Voices program is celebrating its 16th anniversary this year. It's the largest program in Los Angeles of its kind. We take everyday leaders and empower them to make changes for their child and their families and the community. Through workshops, trainings, and events, Community Voices members have exclusive access to legislators of all levels. Members attend field trips to Sacramento and Washington to speak to legislators and decision makers all over. Community Voices fosters leadership in their members by helping them find their voice and their power. I want to talk to you about our Head Start program. Our Head Start state preschool and early Head Start program offers early childhood education that's high quality in the community, that fosters developmentally appropriate services to children and families that meet comprehensive areas of needs. The Head Start program offers comprehensive services such as health, nutrition, disability, mental health, that services to provide a wraparound approach to the whole family. Our Man Cave program offers trainings and workshops that are specialized for men. Next up is Mara, who will be discussing and telling you about our next 3 core programs at Crystal Stairs. Take it away, Mara.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here at Parent Empowerment Day 2021. My name is Mauro Camara. I'm a Family Services Manager here at Crystal Stairs. I've been with the agency for almost 20 years. Very excited to give you some information regarding our programs. We'll start with our Resource and Referrals program. Our Resource and Referral program offers assistance to families seeking information, referrals, and education. Here at Crystal Stairs, our R&R staff is available via phone or email to answer all your questions regarding locating childcare regardless of income. They will also provide information on early childcare education, which includes nutrition education and child development resources. Additionally, we provide support for individuals who want to learn more about the childcare provider career path and how to become certified. R&R provides a large number of professional development opportunities for childcare providers, most of which free to low cost. Next, we'll talk about our Health Outreach program. Our Health Outreach program provides enrollment support into healthcare programs for you and your family. Our bilingual staff also provide you with access to community health resources and assistance with healthcare providers' referrals. Next, we'll talk about our Childcare Subsidy Program. Our Childcare Subsidy Program provides financial assistance with paying for childcare so that parents can go back to work or go back to school. Our case managers are here to help balance the demands of work, school, and family responsibilities. For more information on any of our Crystal Stairs program, please call 323-299-8998.
Awesome. If you have any additional questions about our program areas, feel free to chat us now. At the end of the program, you will also receive a link to a survey asking if you would like additional information on any of these areas. Now I would like to introduce our Chief Executive Officer, Jackie B. Majors. Jackie has been the CEO of Crystal Stairs for 12 years, and under her leadership, the agency has expanded its services to more than 45,000 children and families with childcare subsidies. Jackie was born and raised in Los Angeles and has been a longtime champion of advancing racial equity and inclusion. She has committed her career to community empowerment and ensuring that underserved children and their families are provided with resources, education, and opportunities that they need to achieve and live successful and fulfilling lives. Join me in welcoming our CEO, Jackie B. Majors.
Thank you, Tiffany. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to see you guys all here today. Well, technically, we're doing webinars, so I can't see you, but I have just been distracted watching all the numbers of the participants go up. For those of you who have enjoyed Parent Empowerment Day with us for 4 or 5 years at Compton College, we miss you, and we know that we're going to see you again next year. But the staff here in blue shirts that you see and tons that you don't see have worked really hard to put this amazing event together. And while we're not in person, I think we're getting the same sort of connection points with you all, but we're going to trust you guys to chat it up. And, I'm going to make you chat it up in the chat box so we can engage with you. You've got your chat moderators that you see there in blue that are also going to just be prompting questions and responding to you. So I'm just really thrilled that you guys are going to be here. But I'm also managing my own PowerPoint, so give me just a second. And everybody's going to let me know if I did it right with a thumbs up, somebody. Awesome.
Looks great.
So, for those of you who know me, I'm a little controlling, so I'm controlling my own PowerPoint so I can go on my page. But Isaac's great. So you guys, welcome. This is our second day of our virtual annual Parent Empowerment Day. Yesterday was amazing. So let me know if you were here yesterday. We had some incredible presenters. I didn't have to present yesterday. So I had 4 devices at one point watching all the presentations. So you guys know after my keynote, you're going to have an opportunity to choose some sessions of your own. And please, you're going to get off this link and then go to those new links. But I have just a minute of time with you. And I want to say yesterday, we had an amazing keynote speaker. And while I was listening to her, she really made me think about this idea of you are enough. And I'm going to break it down a little bit. So Tiffany introduced me and she told you guys I was the CEO. She told you a little bit about my work. But our presenter yesterday really talked to us about not qualifying ourselves by our job, our money, our house, our neighborhood, but really qualifying ourselves as we introduce ourselves to the world by those things that really are who we are. So I'm going to try it. Bear with me. Obviously, I changed my keynote yesterday when I heard her. So bear with me and chat up with me. So you guys, I'm Jackie Majors. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a daughter, an aunt, a friend, and a leader. Oh my God, I get emotional when I say those things. I don't get emotional when I'm saying I'm the CEO of Crystal Stairs, but all those things are the true essence of who I am. And as I'm talking, I want you to think about the true essence of who you are. But this is a little bit more about me. I've lost loved ones. I've suffered health issues. I've been between jobs. I've cried many nights unable to take away the pain of my kids. And I've struggled through this last year. Have any of you struggled through this last year? I can't see the chats, but I have to imagine you guys are chatting it up. COVID sucks. Systemic racism sucks. And that's what our year was really plagued with. So I struggled through this year, and I can admit that. But I'm also strong, resilient, and hopeful. And even though sometimes I still fear what tomorrow holds, I'm determined to show up. And because you guys are here and these participant numbers are still going up, I know that you guys show up too. So that's the real me. And even with all of that, I am enough. You guys see this? I am enough. And if I am enough, for sure, you are enough. So I'm going to ask you, do you believe that? Do you believe that you are enough? So nobody has it all figured out, but yet and still, I know that you're enough. Another question I'll ask you is, you look at this picture of this mom, she's beautiful, and she has this beautiful little baby. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but the baby looks beautiful. So I'm gonna ask all of you parents out there, and I want you to chat it up. So you see this little sign I have down here that says chat with us? Every time you see that, know that I'm going to prompt you to chit chat with me. So here's the question. Do you believe that your child is enough? Okay, see, I switched it up on you, right? I was asking you if you were enough, but now I've changed it up. Do you believe that your child is enough? Okay, so I would argue that most of us think our kids are just about perfect. Right? So if you ask me, are my children enough? They are absolutely enough. So what I want you to put in the chat is, what one characteristic about your child, if you were talking to your child and they said, Mom, Dad, Auntie, Uncle, am I enough? What is that characteristic that you might give back to them? Is it because you're powerful? Is it because you're awesome? Is it because you're caring? Is it because you're kind? Put those words in. Can one of the chat moderators just give me a thumbs up? Are people putting those answers in? I can't see them, I'm sorry. Okay, so just one reason or characteristic you believe your child is enough, and how you would respond to them on that night or that morning when they get up and they're like, Mom, Dad, am I enough? All right, you guys got those in? All right. So now I have to ask you, with all of those things that you put in, to say that your child is enough. Do those not apply to you? Are the things that I heard, like my child is fabulous, my child is kind-hearted, some of the things I'm seeing, do you not feel that way about yourselves? I will argue that some of us have a harder time admitting that we are enough, but we don't have a hard time saying our children are enough. So take this journey with me, because by the end of my conversation, which is not going to be long, I want you to be able to say with confidence with me that you are enough. Okay. You guys know I'm doing two things at one time. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna leave that little title there so you guys can suffer through not know what I'm going to talk about there. So, you all think back when either, for those of you that are parents, your children were young, or maybe even when you were young with your siblings or an only child. A lot of times when we think back, we can think about hard times. Anybody who can't think back, who's older than 2 years old, and think of a hard time, you are truly lucky and blessed. But I think we can all think back on hard times. So I'm going to remember a time when my daughters were 4 and 8, and my parents were starting to become more dependent on me. Anybody know what that's called? It's the sandwich generation. My kids and my parents were the crusty bread on the outside, and I was the mushy peanut butter on the inside. And as a peanut butter substance, I felt like I was holding everything together. My husband and I probably worked 60 hours a week each, and our evenings were full with kids, dinner, homework, and household stuff. You guys I see people like, yep. I rarely had time to focus on anything close to self-care. So yesterday in our workshops, we talked a lot about self-care. Some of the presenters were just amazing, but I'm not someone who can tell you I'm big on self-care or that I take the time necessary to show myself love. As my parents' health issues and the demands of my kids and job grew, sometimes I just was not sure if I was enough. Anybody been there with me where you just aren't sure if you're enough for the role that has been given to you, the job that has been given to you? I would argue that everybody, the day their child is first born, is like, wait a minute, I don't know if you want to leave them with me, right? Because we're not sure that we've really that we qualify. I think that's the word I was looking for. But I've learned that in those moments of doubt, when you think that you're not good enough, that the simple fact that you're standing declares that you, in fact, are enough. And I'll say it again, y'all, if I am enough, I know that you are enough. So by no stretch of the imagination does that mean I have it all together. I do not. But now when I'm feeling that I'm not enough, I have to stop and ask myself, whose definition of enough am I using? Most people, like me at times, allow society to determine the definition of what is enough. So now do you guys get my title here? Don't believe the hype? Okay, so don't believe the hype, and please don't ever let society tell you, as a parent of your children, as a wife to your husband, as a husband to your wife, as a daughter to your mother, don't let anybody define what being enough is for you and your family. So I'm going to go through and give you a couple of unrealistic expectations that society sometimes puts on us as parents. Let's go through these. Okay, society sometimes puts it on parents that we have it all figured out. How many of you have kids that ask you questions and they absolutely believe you have the answers to everything, right? Okay, so all of you parents now, my kids are a little bit older, but all you parents now have the pleasure of being able to say, Google it. Okay, so that's how you get off of that. All right, that we should always be able to make ends meet. How many parents have struggled, whether it's rent or food, or whether it's just that new Xbox, that your child wants? Sometimes it's just difficult. And society and commercials tell you should be able to do that at all times. So while I'm going on with some other unrealistic expectations, Look at my chat box down there. I want you guys to chat some other unrealistic societal expectations that you feel like you've had to battle with. I'm going to go on, but I'm trusting that you're chatting in the chat box. Okay. There's an unrealistic expectation that we are responsible for the happiness of others. Have you ever felt the pressure that you are responsible for the happiness of your friend, of the people in your household? Okay, unrealistic expectation. You're not responsible for the happiness of anybody but yourself. Here we go. I forget. I can't just talk. I have to go through my PowerPoint. That we don't get tired. That we are unbreakable. And this is a big one, you guys, that we don't need help. How many of you have felt like you're looking at the perfect highlight reel of people's lives, which most of us are if we're on social media, right? We're watching people's best lives. And sometimes that can be really frustrating. I was just sharing with one of my colleagues the other day that even in my sort of space of feeling like I'm woke and I get it and I understand, I can look at Facebook and wonder, wow, like everybody else seems to have it going on and I'm still trying to figure it out. So I hope that's not just me. But I will tell you, society's expectations are unrealistic. Facebook and Instagram are fake. Because people are not posting the day they had a bad day, the day that they had a breakout all over their face. They're not posting those days. And know that while we don't wish it on other people, folks are having those days too. But y'all, what I have come to know is that my definition of enough is simply putting my best foot forward. Putting my best foot forward. Every day, that best foot might be a different foot, but that's enough. So I'd love you guys again to just chat up. Tell us some ways. Now, remember, in your chat, you're not just talking to me, but you're helping the 200 or 300 people that we have on this presentation right now. Your ideas could impact somebody's life. So chat in that chat box some ways that you have put your best foot forward. And your best foot forward on some days may just be paying off one bill. Your best foot forward today may be attending a Parent Empowerment Day workshop. Your best foot forward may just be showing up. And all of that is okay. And it is all dependent on you, the goals you have for yourself, and the energy that you have on that particular day. Okay, so as we move along, because you guys have lots of great workshops to go to, I want to give you just a few ideas on your road to being able to say without a shadow of a doubt that you are enough. So here's some things that you can try. First, practice gratitude. Practice daily gratitude. I struggle with that sometimes. But there is always something to be grateful for. So try to focus on that. I know there's a saying, and I'll butcher it up, but what you focus on gets the attention. So focus on daily gratitude. The second is live in alignment with your goals and your values. Many of us live in alignment with somebody else's values. Whether that's the values your parents placed on you, whether it's the values that your friend group places on you, live in alignment with your values and nobody else's. Design your life around your true priorities. Have you ever had a goal like, I always use this one, it's a little sensitive to me, but have you ever had a goal of losing weight? Okay, if your life is not prioritized around that and you are going to Burger King every day, then your goals are not going to be met. So just make sure that as you try to prioritize your life and the things that are important to you, that what you're doing daily is leading to your goals and leading to achieve your priorities. Okay, this one is hard, you guys. I'm just preparing you. Okay, don't get an attitude with me. Reframe your perspective. If you got a funky attitude, you getting funky back, right? So sometimes, my mom used to call it an attitude adjustment. Sometimes we just have to adjust our attitude and adjust our perspective. I was just having a conversation this morning. We're not empowered to change anybody else. So sometimes we have to change our perspective on life, change our perspective on that one little situation, whatever it is. But I'm going to call it what my mother called it, which is sometimes we just need an attitude adjustment. So those are our first 4. And I'll go through these next ones, our next 4. And the next 4 are going to start, and this picture of Snoopy, and Snoopy is one of my husband's favorites. So he made me, thinking of him made me put this. So this is also You Are Enough, but this first strategy that I'm going to give you is going to be hard for most of you. And that is be receptive to help. As parents, for sure, we think we can do it all too. So forget society's expectation. Many times we think we've got it all and we don't ask for help. Stop being so doggone independent. Figure out how to receive help. You know, many of you probably say, you know, I'm the one in my family or I'm the one in my friend group who's always there for everybody else. I always help, you know, other folks do their things. But guess what? Sometimes you have to call out what you need for those people and ask for that help to be reciprocated. Okay, next. Set realistic expectations for yourself. We already talked about those expectations that are not realistic, but set realistic expectations for yourself. Again, I'll play around with this weight thing. You know, you didn't gain 50 pounds in 2 weeks, so do not get upset 2 weeks into your workout program when you haven't lost those 50 pounds. I mean, let's just be realistic and give ourselves a little bit of a break. Okay. But also remember, if you want something different, you have to do something different. You're not going to get different outcomes. You're not going to feel better. You're not going to achieve anything different if you're not doing something different. So that leads us to, I believe, our next one. It does. Make small changes daily. We can't do it all, right? And some days we can't do anything, but make small changes daily to try to get towards your goal. Let's see. And last, and I think it's the most important, and I will be honest, I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite with this one, but it's important for me to share with you guys. Practice self-compassion. And really what that means to me is give yourself a break. You know, you ever offended somebody and you didn't know you offended them, or, you know, you did something and you're like, oh, I didn't even know I did that, or you missed, you know, a bill, you know, it was due, you know, whatever. I mean, I know some people's problems are much deeper than that. I'm keeping it light for our general population here, but you guys know what you're experiencing, and you know that sometimes our voice in our head is far worse than any voice that is coming into our ears. So just make sure that you are kind to yourself, and that you're caring for yourself, and that you are, you know, moving towards that place. Like I said, I wanted you to be at the end of this, which is you are comfortable saying that you are enough. So in closing, I wanted to read this because I thought it was perfect. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn my head to read this a little bit, but because I didn't write it. You were made to be you as you are on purpose. It is no mistake that you are this person in this place at this time. You are enough as you are, mess and all, beautiful and broken, showing up for your life every day. That's all you have to be and all you have to do. So I just hope you all know that Parent Empowerment Day, it's an investment in you so that you can build a stronger you. You can access services and resources. You saw that amazing video that my staff put together, sharing with you all the different resources that Crystal Stairs had. We have a learning resource garden, I think, that the links are going to be in the chat. You guys go on and put that in the chat so our participants can see. We provide so much more support than those 6 core programs. Reach out to us, because if we can't support you, we will find someone that can. But we want you to know that you are enough. I believe you're enough. And even more than that, I believe you're beyond enough. So thank you guys for engaging with us today. I hope you will participate in some of the follow-up presentations, which I think today is our track on jobs, resumes, financial, resources, and all kinds of fun stuff. So thank you again for joining us.